Hello, and welcome back to How to College First Gen. I'm so excited to be joining the podcast as one of the new co-hosts. Since I'll be on this journey with you, I thought I'd let you get to know me a little bit. First things first, I'm Dr. Ginny Botts. I'm a fourth-generation Central Floridian. I spend my days running a mentoring and scholarship program for low-income, first-generation college students here in Florida. I'm so invested in what I do because I get to see firsthand how education can change the entire trajectory of a family, just like it did mine. I'll give you the quick highlights and facts of my life, then we'll dive into the good stuff. I got my bachelor's in science in human and organizational development at Vanderbilt University. I also stayed and got a master's of education there. I worked for a few years, took a little life detour, then got my doctorate in education in higher education. So yes, I quite literally have a doctorate in how to college. During my doctorate, I studied revenue-generating sport athletes because the world of college athletics completely fascinates me. When I graduated, I worked at UCF for a while before jumping over to the nonprofit world. Now that we've got the basics out of the way, let's talk about the deep stuff. It was December 14th, the day my life changed. I was sitting on the front steps of my house, holding a letter that would dictate my future. I sat there with my dog, took a deep breath, and stared at the envelope. What if I didn't get in? I'd only applied to 2 colleges. Oh my gosh, what if I didn't get in? I patted my dog on the head, took a deep breath, and opened the envelope. Congratulations, it read. I exhaled and dreamed about my future. I remembered my first day of college being so exciting. I will say I had a little leg up because I was a cheerleader for Vanderbilt and had spent the summer with the cheerleading squad getting to know my teammates. Thankfully, I didn't walk onto campus feeling like I didn't know anyone. Plus, my older brother was also a Vanderbilt senior. Fast forward a few months, and I'm sitting in my advisor's office crying because I felt like everyone was smarter than I was and that Vanderbilt had made a mistake admitting me. College seemed to come so much easier to everyone else than it did to me. He assured me I had not been admitted by mistake and to keep learning and to keep growing. So that's what I tried to do. Slowly but surely, I got the hang of the whole college thing. But to be totally honest, I kept my college experience pretty safe. I took college classes that I knew I would do well in, but now looking back, I think about all the opportunities I missed to learn something new, even if it was hard or I knew I couldn't do it perfectly. One big challenge I had during my college experience is I had no idea what came next. My entire life I'd been devoted to getting into and to finishing college. But now what? I had no clue what I wanted to do. I listened to what others wanted to do and would try it on for size, but nothing really sparked that sense of excitement. Then I had a talk with my dad, who looked at my transcript. So I was taking history of country music. You're done, he told me. Yikes, reality was coming even sooner than I thought. So I hid in graduate school. I would not recommend this being anyone's primary driver for going to graduate school, but I felt completely unprepared to transition out of college. While getting my master's, I did a lot of internships and really tried to find my professional niche. I worked in the Vanderbilt athletic department and for the Tennessee Titans. I was sure a life in sports was going to be my path. I'm not sure if you know this, but entry-level jobs in sports are really hard to get, and they pay pretty much nothing. Nashville would have been the perfect place to build a career in sports with so many sports teams. But part of me longed to go home and to be close to my family. I moved back to Central Florida and started working. As someone who thrived in the school atmosphere, I didn't feel as though I was thriving in the professional world. I craved the structure of a syllabus and a clear definition of how to be successful. I had what has been affectionately coined as a quarter-life crisis. Thought if I changed my job or changed my boyfriend or changed where I lived, that would fix the problem. But it didn't. Fast forward to September of 2009, when my life changed again. But this time, I was on a plane to Arizona being admitted to the hospital with severe anxiety, depression, and an eating disorder. I spent 3 months there. And during those 3 months, without my phone, without access to the internet, without access to pretty much anything else. I had quite a bit of time to ponder where I would go from there. What was my purpose going to be? I mapped out a plan and slowly got to work. I started my doctoral program in education and began teaching. I did several assistantships around campus to find my niche. I researched and worked with some amazing professors. The day I defended my dissertation, my entire family came to watch. They really had no idea what I'd been doing the past several years, aside from studying and reading. I was so excited they got to get a peek into this life I'd been living. Thankfully, I passed my dissertation, and my family got to hear them say, "Congratulations, Dr. Botts." Shortly after I graduated, my mom introduced me to a woman in town who was trying to help girls graduate college. "Isn't this what you studied?" my mom asked. "Yes, Mom. This is pretty much exactly what I studied." I mentored a young woman through her 4 years of college. I was able to get a deeper and richer picture of her life as a mentor than I ever could as a professor. How could I turn this into a career? After various research projects and a baby, I had the opportunity to do just that. The group I had mentored for hired me to run the mentoring and student side of the organization. As an educator, it has been the most amazing experience. I meet young women at 17 and 18 and hear about who they dream of becoming. And then I get to watch their lives transform right before my eyes. Not to say there aren't a lot of hurdles and potholes, because there certainly are. But helping others navigate their college experience and their life is really the culmination of all of my education and life experiences. In my career, I've worked with thousands of students. There probably is not a situation a student can have that I haven't seen. What amazes me about the students I work with now is no matter what life seems to throw at them, they have the grit and determination to be the change makers in their family. They are so incredibly fearless to be the ones who go down an uncharted path. I know I'm supposed to be the expert in my relationship with them, but they have no idea how much I learn from them every day. So listeners, that's my story. It may have been a little more than you bargained for. You probably didn't see that psychiatric hospital part coming. I'm so excited you're letting me be on this journey with you. If there are any topics you want to hear or conversations you want me to start, make sure to drop me a note on our social media at How to College First Gen on Facebook and Instagram. I look forward to our next chat together.